Welcome to episode number 134 of the Closing Table with Lawyers title. I'm your host, Tamera Gaede, and today we're going to talk about smart staging strategies right after this.
Gather round the table, pull up a chair. Real talk, real growth, we're taking you there. From the first handshake to the final key. The wisdom you need to set your business free. It's the Closing Table with Lawyers title. Tamera Gaede, she's your main arrival. Yeah, Tamera Gaede makes the vision clear. With Lawyers title, your best years here.
Welcome back to episode number 134. Again, I'm your host, Tamera Gaede. Got a returning guest on the show today, Miss Nikki Watson, owner of the Design Quad, the largest home staging and design company in the nation. She's also been seen on HGTV, A&E, and CNN. She is my favorite title of hers that I know of is she is also a serial entrepreneur. So welcome back to the show, Nikki.
Thank you for having me back. I'm so excited to be here again.
Girl, we are going to talk about Confessions of a Personal Stager. That's the title of the show today. So we're going to spill some tea. I'm super excited about it.
All the tea.
All the tea. All the tea. Okay, this is going to be so good. I'm really excited about this. So let's start with, you've been on the show before.
Yes.
Her list of titles is like this long.
Crazy.
She's insane in a good way. Can you tell the audience about what your business looks like today? And you can start with staging, but if you want to dip into some of the other things, that's fine too.
Yeah, so the main thing is staging for sure. We do
In interior design. I forgot.
and design.
Yeah. Okay.
So we do 6 vacant properties a day for staging 5 days a week, every day. So
Oh my
6
gosh.
is our new normal.
6 a day,
6
every day, 5 days a week.
Every day. Every
Wow.
single day. A couple weeks ago, we did 8 in one day, like on a Friday, and we were like, oh, we can do 8? This might be a thing, but no, it was crazy. the stagers didn't get home till like 9 o'clock at night. Like they're like never again.
Yeah.
But
I can see it.
The summertime is busy for us because people are listing. Everybody wants to list before school starts again. So this is the time that we are just slammed. We buy furniture pretty much every day in the summer. It's
So
craziness.
tell the realtor audience really quickly what services you provide and give us a snapshot of that so that they know in case they haven't seen the previous episodes.
So what we do is we do a whole bunch of things for agents, but the main things are vacant and occupied staging. So if somebody is living in their house, we can help them kind of get it together, tell them what to move out, what to keep. Our favorite client is a bachelor, so usually they don't have.
Yes, they got nothing.
They have nothing. They got a leather couch or
pizza
something.
boxes. Yeah.
They don't have a dining room. They don't have artwork or any of that.
Yeah.
So we bring things in to.
They don't give you a hard time because they don't have an
care.
opinion.
No, they don't care. They're
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, those little fluffy pillows, those are cute, but they don't care,
Yeah.
what it looks like. And that's our favorite client because we know they probably have some basic stuff, but we'll build on that and bring in inventory. And in that way, it feels like a family can live there and not just a single person.
Sure.
And then we do vacant also vacant properties are pretty much our main business. And the reason why we're so busy and so popular in our market is we charge one price until it sells. So we don't do any 30-day rental or 60-day. It's
just flat charge
until it's out. Like if it takes a year, it just takes a
Wow.
year. So
Okay, that's very cool.
It's huge.
Because
in
look,
our market.
we kind of talked about this offline. Oh gosh, now I'm going to spoil alert.
I know.
But it's really hard when I go to see these beautiful luxury properties.
Yes.
And they're not staged.
And they're not staged.
It really is like for me.
And I think that for us, and this is kind of what we teach our agents, is people need something to connect to. Because if you're looking at a luxury property, you want to know if your furniture is going to fit. You want to be able to imagine your life in there. And if it's empty and cold, you're not going to be able to connect to it. So that's just what we feel like luxury should be staged.
Yeah, and I 100% agree with that. Look, honestly, I like it when all properties have something in them. Maybe they don't need to be fully staged because you can do so much virtually nowadays.
Yes.
I mean, your AI assistant can plop all kinds of couches and beds and curtains and stuff wherever you need it. But so the photos, you can doctor those up to make it look really good on the MLS. And by the way, please do that. And don't take photos with your phone. But that's a whole nother thing. Anyway,
Another subject.
but how do you have any stats? I'm so going off book now.
Yeah.
Do you have any stats about how fast properties sell that are staged versus unstaged?
Yes, NAR does a survey every single year, and they release it at the beginning of the year. So basically, they're asking all the stagers across the country what their numbers look like. So how fast did it sell after it was staged and that kind of thing. So 35% faster.
35%
faster and for 50% more.
Are you serious?
So you
50%
you
more?
would get more money, more on your investment, and then 35 it'll sell faster. So you're selling faster for more money. Who doesn't want that?
Well, it affects everybody when you get more money.
Everybody.
Everybody.
The realtor gets more money. Everybody is happy.
So where do they go to see pricing and the different, because I'm sure a 2,800 square foot house costs less to stage than a 7,000 square foot house.
Well, it depends. So what we do is based on list price. So we wouldn't put the same thing in a starter home than we would a luxury property. So we do ours based on list price, and it's just a flat rate. So if it's a $450,000 house, most of it's online. They can go on our website and look at it. $450,000 house for 3-room package. So main areas: living, dining, primary suite, kitchen, and baths. $1,895 until it sells.
That's it?
That's it.
Jesse's making this giant face. I think you have a new client.
$1,895.
I think you just got a new client from Jesse, producer.
Great.
With Tour Studios, by the way. He's amazing.
Right. But yeah, and then it goes up by price point, but because we will put better furniture in as the price point goes up.
Okay, give them your website to get information.
We're the design quad, like for QUAD.com.
Okay,
the
that's
design
so easy. Okay, so we kind of tapped into this a little bit, but let's talk about what staging really does look like.
So what it really looks like is not what people think. So,
okay, can't wait.
not what it looks cute and it looks dainty and it looks like you can dress like I'm dressed today and just throw some pillows on the couch. It is not that. We have had every situation that could happen.
Oh my God, we're going to talk about some of that too. Yeah, I'm so excited.
But it's just it's a business. Like, it's a hard business. People think it's just all fun and games and it looks cute, but there's a lot of work that goes into it.
Girl, everybody just take people to lunch and go to happy hour.
Exactly. So it looks your job looks great.
Yeah, no, it's hard.
It's hard work. All this stuff, and I remember going. Marketing is one part of my job because I don't really actually stage anymore. But when I remember years ago, and I would come home and my husband would be like, "Oh yeah, you ready to do this and do that?" He had a whole list of stuff for me to do. And I was like, "I am tired." He was like, "What do you mean you're tired? You just went marketing today." I was like, "Marketing is work."
You should take him to work with you for a day so he could see.
He would never understand.
Yeah,
like we have to do there. It's a lot of smiling and handshaking going on.
100%.
A lot of times you don't feel like it. You have to drag yourself out of bed. If you don't feel like it that day, you still have to perform.
I'm here.
Yes, right. Yeah. So any thing that's going on in your life or outside world, people don't know that because you're putting on a face and you're going out to work. So it is a lot of work.
Yeah. It is, but you've done a really good job at being successful. So we kind of already talked about this. My next question was kind of, does a realtor need to stage a property? But we've talked about that. I mean, again, people, with staging, 35% faster and for 50% more.
You get more.
Okay, and we talked about, you actually threw out the price and Jesse made a giant face. We've already kind of run through a lot of my questions. I don't know what we're going to talk about now. So it's really tough out there though.
Yes.
Okay. And so spending money on that could be difficult for a realtor or the seller to absorb.
A lot of times the seller will pay for it. They know it's a part of their marketing their property, just like photos.
Sure.
So they don't have a problem. But if they're not able to do it, there's other ways that we can figure it out. So we have, just like any other company, we have pay at close. So pay at close options. We work with 2 different outsource companies, or actually 3. They can finance it. So if they have a Home Depot or Lowe's card, they can put staging on it.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
You
Say that
heard
again.
me?
No, I'm not connecting the dots yet, girl.
Yes.
Okay, wait, explain this a little bit
If
better.
you have a Home Depot or Lowe's card, we accept Synchrony Home, which is the financing.
Like I could use my Banana card.
Yes.
My Banana Republic card.
Yes, it's Synchrony. It's Synchrony. You can use it with us. And people don't understand. They're like, what?
Well, it is a credit card.
It's a credit card.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. So they can finance it, pay it off whenever they get their money out from closing. And that's a pay at close option. And a lot of times they do 12 months, 8 months, 18 months, no interest. So there's no interest on it. So they'll just
charge me interest for my Banana and Athletic clothes, girl. If I don't pay off that card. And it's expensive, so I pay off that card.
Oh yeah, pay it off. So that's one thing. And then the other 2 companies that we use, they're based on not credit. They base the approval on the deal. So if there's equity in the property, they will approve you to get it paid
interesting.
at close.
Okay.
So it's not a hit on
no
the credit.
equity, no pay it close.
No, usually there's got to be some room in there for them to get paid. So, but they pay us up front. We do the job, and then they invoice the homeowner at the end. So things could be done if they think that it's expensive, but it's not that expensive.
Well, no, that price you said is like really gentle and easy on the budget.
Easy to do, and and they can add rooms to that. So say you have an office you want to add. It's $300 to add an office.
That's it?
That's it. I know.
And I've seen your pictures of your work.
Yeah.
It's very well. And then you have this giant warehouse.
Yes.
And you have these. Do you only have one warehouse? Or
I have one warehouse. Well, 2 actually. 2
There it
actually.
is.
So I have one here in Dallas, the one Harry Hines and Walnut Hill, and then we have one in East Texas at Cedar Creek Lake.
Oh, okay.
So
that makes sense.
We're at Cedar
Because
Creek
you
Lake.
have a location in Cedar Creek Lake too. I saw all of that announcement and everything. That was really cool for
Yes,
you.
it's
I'm excited.
fun. I love it.
Did you buy a property in Cedar Creek Lake yet?
So we have a tiny house there. I have like 5 lots in this little
course you
neighborhood.
do. Yeah.
Of course I do.
Shocking.
I have 5 lots in this little neighborhood. It's the hood though. Like it's not nothing
Cedar
fancy.
Creek Lake has a hood.
What? You didn't know this? It's like meth capital down there because it's a lake area, you know. So it's
Jesse's shaking his head.
it's kind of sketchy.
I never go out there.
But there's other parts that are like beautiful down there.
Yeah,
So
100%.
Just being in the area is good. So I have these little lots and I have tiny houses on them. And my mom has 2 streets over from us. So we just hang out down there on the weekend.
With the meth heads.
Oh yeah. It's like, it's kind of sketchy.
Wait a minute. Okay, so how many businesses, like, tell everybody what you're into?
Things I do. Okay, so in 2019, I started building houses for like investment. I'm super afraid of being a flipper, so I never wanted to flip houses. I only wanted to invest, but I didn't know what. And I ended up building houses like workforce housing. I would do Fair Park, Terrell, wherever I could find some good, cheap land. I love buying cheap land.
How many land lots do you have?
I got a lot. I bought one in Wichita Falls that I've never seen.
What's a lot?
Probably like 20.
Okay.
But I bought it for like $1,500. A corner lot. For $1,500. What was crazy, it was a wholesaler and it was his first deal.
I remember you telling this story.
This?
Yes, tell it again. It's awesome. It's crazy.
This crazy. So this guy, I saw an email come across and it said Wichita Fall property and it said $1,500. I was like, of course. Or maybe it was $2,000 and I lowballed and offered $1,500.
Of course you did.
Which I'm not good at negotiating. Like I'm not the one. I will pay full price. I'm bad at it. So
girl, just call me. I'll help you.
I know I need help on that side.
Shark.
So I offered $1,500. He said, okay. So we go to closing. This is like a week later. And he says, "Oh, I forgot to put my fee on here. Can you sign another contract?"
No, man. No, sir.
And
no,
I was
sir.
like, "I'm so sorry, but let me be your lesson. I can't pay more for something I'm already under contract for." And he was like, "Oh man." So I bought that lot and it's a nice lot. I get a cut like every 3 weeks for $50, $40, but it's a pretty big lot. It's like half an acre.
Wow.
It's in Wichita Falls. It's a college town.
Yeah.
So
what are you going to do with it?
I don't know. I've had it for a couple years. So I'm thinking of buildings. One of my friends that builds in like South Dallas area, he's starting to build up there. I think he got all of these lots donated to him basically from the city. It's like 250 lots. And he's going to start building up there like next year. I said, "Oh, well, when you start, I'll probably do mine. I'll just have one."
Okay, so we own the biggest home staging and interior design company in the nation. We're on how many TV shows?
I've been on 3 TV shows, and they're
you doing anything right now?
One more.
Oh, you're doing another one.
We're developing one more, and probably another for the Design Besties. So do you know what that is? The thing that I'm doing? So it's 3
I've seen
other people.
Interior designers, and one's from you go to New York and stuff.
So we are traveling the country doing redesigning teachers' lounges. So we did one here in East Plano. That was our first one, and it was just like an accident. Somebody called me and asked for some cheap or free furniture. And I told them to send me the pictures. They sent the pictures, and I was like, I think I want to get my friends involved. And we did a redesign. And the teacher's reaction made us think we need to be doing more of this. So we did one in High Point, North Carolina. We're doing one with the Memphis Grizzlies in September, which is going to be so fun. The players are going to actually do the painting and carrying the furniture and do all that stuff. So they're going to be doing all the manual work.
Okay.
We have Wichita, Kansas, and Columbus, Ohio coming up. So that's
kind of random. It's all over the
just
place.
all over the country. Like we're going to be traveling, doing that.
So I'm trying to keep up.
Keeping track? Keeping track.
Okay. Interior design and staging company.
Yes.
We're redoing teachers' lounges.
Yes.
We randomly buy lots that we don't tell our husband about.
All day. I love it. I will scroll online all night long. So the site that I like, and I tell everybody about this.
Tell me.
It's called land.com.
Okay. Oh, well, that's easy.
It's super easy. And you search Texas, and you can find there's so many lots that are like by a lake. I don't know if you travel like East Texas area. They have, oh shoot, I can't think where Veronica Taylor's from. Jefferson, Texas.
Okay. I stopped there. It's cute.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, we stayed
there's
overnight.
a lake there, Lake of the Pines, and
It's right on the border.
Yeah, on the border of of
Texas
Louisiana.
and Louisiana.
Texas, Louisiana. They have lots down there for like $3,500 right on the lake. Beautiful, beautiful lots. So I'll just look on land.com and I'll just buy whatever's on there. Or if I get
That's
an
her
email,
hobby, Jessie.
That really literally is my all night. At night, I'm like, oh, I'll drive by this lot and see if it's good. Because I get texts, I get emails from wholesalers all the time. And they're like, hey, lot for sale. Are you interested in this area? Now they send them to me first because they know I'll buy it.
You're going to buy Some women have shoes.
Yes.
Nikki has land.
I have
Much
land.
smarter purchase.
I like land and purses and stuff. I'm not doing it. Like consignment maybe, but I'm not doing new.
So anything else that it's fascinating? You must be tired.
No, not really, because the staging companies.
You just hit 50, so you know.
Good
luck.
I turned 50 last week.
Yes.
Last Monday. I just can't believe I'm already 50. But I think the companies that are running it themselves, like the staging company, gives me room to do other stuff.
Sure.
So building, I love building. I think I'll do that probably into retirement. That'll probably be my next career. It's just fun. I like pulling permits. I like seeing the process. Oh my gosh, it's so fun.
Okay,
like, it's a challenge.
We're going to talk about a little bit of a partnership.
It's
Let's see what we can come up with.
Yes,
okay,
that'd be fun.
Okay, so I want to get back. I think we talked about all the things.
Yes.
It's just really interesting to me how diverse you are in your businesses. I mean, it's all connected.
Yeah, real estate.
It's all real estate, but it's still like a lot of the pockets of real estate. And the reason why I wanted you, there was a method behind my madness. The reason why I wanted to talk about that is because things have been challenging, right? And so a lot of people are looking around for other pipelines, other sources of income. And so I think your creativity in real estate has benefited you really well.
Oh, yeah.
And so when our real estate audience, our realtors are a little slower on their transactions, I think that some of these things they could go and maybe apply for themselves. I mean, a $1,500 land lot that you're going to parlay into something amazing and make a lot of money off of it. It's a very, I mean, not, you know, maybe that is a very low barrier to entry.
Yes.
And I think understanding that we should be creative and be looking around for pipelines of business. Maybe it's not your traditional way, okay, but thinking outside of the box so that we're still personally and financially secure while we're going through this hard market is really important. So there was a reason I asked you to say all of that.
So, for example, you're talking about like the $1,500 lot. I could turn around and say, okay, I've had it for 2 years. I can sell it now for $20,000. Well, that's not 2 years and $40 of
we gotta
mowing.
talk about the capital gains.
That is not bad. You know, that's not a bad turnaround.
No.
So
it's
for I had some in Wills Point and just needed some money, and I basically just cashed out. I bought them for 35, 5 acres. And I thought that it was basically unbuildable because it was just trees and, you know, but it was inside of a POA, in which I never wanted to live in a POA, HOA, any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I hate
about
investment properties inside HOAs. I have
they're terrible.
1, 2 inside, 2. And I told Chris, I was like, never again.
Yeah. They're hard.
Yeah. No, I'm not. No, they hate investors and investors hate them.
It's terrible. So, and I was thinking about living there. Like I was going to, but I hate 80 and it's just a bad thing. Well, I live off 30, so it's not any better.
Yeah, I know you didn't.
But I didn't do
terrible.
any better. Yeah. But I was like, okay, I'm not going to live here. What am I going to do with these? And actually a builder that lives in that neighborhood, that was building in that neighborhood on the street that I have these lots, saw me at the fair. I saw his shirt had a builder thing on. I was like, oh, you're a builder. You know, I'm just talking real estate people. If I see a realtor somewhere, oh, hey, you're a realtor, I'll speak. So I'm at the state fair. I ask him where he builds, and he says Wills Point. I said, oh, I have a couple lots in whatever that neighborhood is, Shadow Lakes. And he said, oh my God, I'm building right on the corner, like on the curb of that thing. Where are your lots? And I told him where they were. He said, oh, you're the 5 acres that's all wooded. He said, I didn't know who owned that. He said, would you sell it? Are you thinking about selling it?
That is the most random thing in the entire world. You're like, anyway, I don't know what to do with you sometimes. That is incredibly random.
And he ended up buying them for $100,000 each lot. So I split it up. They were 2.5 acres each, and he bought them for $200,000. I bought the whole thing for $35,000.
Stop it.
So people that are looking to just hold on, I didn't have it a year. It wasn't even a year.
That's insane.
Because I was like, I'm not living here.
Okay.
Yeah. Crazy.
I don't know what to say.
So make money.
Yeah, get creative. You and I are gonna talk anyway. Yes, but that's the point of all of this, right? Is let's be creative for our own personal success while we're dealing with this whole
crazy town.
Anyway, okay. I want to talk about some staging stories. Okay, let's talk. I want you to spill the tea because we're gonna have to wrap up, and we didn't even get to that, and that's the title of the show. So we need some confessions from the best stager in town.
Oh my gosh! So we are the largest. We're the largest staging company in the nation because of volume. So we do, like I said, we do 6 a day, 5 days a week. So we have seen every single thing that could be seen in the real estate industry. So we've had police called on us.
What? I'm not surprised, but still.
But because if you think about it, and I never thought about this whenever I first started, I was still staging at this time. I was in Fort Worth. I pulled up with a U-Haul. So I look like I'm moving into a house.
Yeah.
I pull up with a U-Haul, and a neighbor comes running. As soon as I stop the truck, she starts running outside and she says, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm staging the house. No, you're not. You're trying to squat in this house. You're trying to. I'm like, what are you talking about, lady? I have a contract with the homeowner.
Yeah.
So I'll pull the contract out. I don't even know why I had the contract with me in the truck. I'll pull it out and I'm like, this is no, I am calling the police. So she calls the police. Don't move. Don't take nothing off this truck. First of all, lady, mind your business. Because now
you weren't the boss of me.
I am about I don't want to go Pleasant Grove on you, but I am from Pleasant Grove, lady. But I did not want to just be confrontational. So I'm just waiting patiently. Let me just wait on the police, show them my contract. It'll be fine. So the police pull up about 5 minutes later. And as soon as that
was fast. I thought you were going to say an hour later.
So Fort Worth's pretty good.
Yeah.
So when they got out of the truck, I saw the one officer walk towards and he saw the lady and rolled his eyes. So I'm like, oh, she's a problem.
She's the neighborhood busy bee.
She's the one.
Yeah.
So he rolls his eyes and he walks up to me and whispers, "Don't worry about this lady." And I'm thinking, what do you mean? I was like, and he says, "Ma'am, what's going on?" Like now he's composing himself to be professional.
To handle her, yeah.
And he asked what's going on. She's like, "Oh, she is trying to squat in my neighbor's house. They would never do anything like this. She said she's staging the house. I think it's a scam." All of this. So he asked me, "Do you have any paperwork? Have you talked to the homeowners?" I show him my contract. He looks at it he didn't even read nothing. He just glanced over it, hands it back to me and says, "Ma'am, go back in your house."
Perfect response.
So, I mean, things like that happen because of course they don't know. She didn't know, but she was just being nosy. She didn't know what was happening, but neighbors they do look out for their neighbors in the neighborhood.
We all kind of do the same thing for one another, but I'm not really sure any of my neighbors would I've had contractors all over my house and nobody said something.
She was special.
But when Piper got out, when I was in Houston, they all were like, "Oh my God, that's Tamera's dog," and texting, and one of them went and got her and made sure she was okay. Same thing with Peanut never got out, but we all look out for each other, so it's nice.
It's like a community.
But that woman needs to calm down.
Yeah, she was a mess. But we've had everything. So of course, when it's hot, we've had working in houses that don't have air. We've had injuries. We had one of our stagers, and I'm not going to say their name, but we're at the warehouse, and just there's a box spring leaned up against the truck. A crazy wind picks this box spring up, hits her in the face.
Oh, the springs?
The whole box, the hard part of the box spring knocked all her teeth out.
No.
Insurance.
How many teeth?
It was 4. Insurance.
Oh, wow,
we had to
that's
file insurance
severe.
claim. It was crazy. It was
Blood
terrible.
everywhere.
Blood everywhere. We've had a designer steal $60,000 from clients and move
I remember
to the
this.
Roatan or something crazy.
I remember this.
So
did you ever find her?
Yeah, we didn't find her, but there is a policy in insurance. If you own a business, there's a policy called employee dishonesty. That would have.
What is that?
It would have took me out. I would have been out of business had I had to pay those clients back that $60,000 or whatever it was. At that time, I was new in business, did not know what any of this meant, and she basically was getting people to pay her up front for jobs.
I remember this.
And just took their money and called me and said, "Hey, I'm having a nervous breakdown. I'm going to take 2 weeks off." And I'm, what? What do you mean? What do you mean you got all these people's money and what are they going to do? And she's like, "Oh," she stopped answering the phone.
Mm-hmm.
She completely blocked everybody in the company. So now I know, okay, something's happening. And this all happened in the day. So something is going on. She's gone with this money. So I had to file an insurance claim, and it says employee dishonesty. If somebody steals from your company and basically is scamming or whatever it is, on your behalf. So she's representing my company and taking money from these clients. I filed an insurance claim and they had to pay. They paid me back, and I was able to get hired another designer and all that.
Yeah,
crazy town.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was bad.
If we ever find her, we'll go. I'll figure out how to go Pleasant Grove on her with you.
I was thinking, I was like, if I ever see this girl, it's gonna be bad. It's still today.
Okay, one more. Give me one more story.
So the craziest.
You've done like NFL players and
baseball, hockey. We've done pretty much all genres of sports in our town. The craziest staging story. I think this is probably the top of the top.
Got to have it.
There were two best friends.
Okay.
And they lived in different neighborhoods and they wanted to move next door to each other. So we were staging each house to sell so that they can move into the new houses that they were buying. The reason why they wanted to move next door to each other was
I remember you talking
they were swapping husbands.
Why did they tell you this?
They told us. I don't know. This one of the clients we had done work for them before over a couple times. I think they were investors.
Oh, so they were comfortable.
So they were comfortable telling us.
That's not. That's a level of comfort I don't want to have with people.
It was pretty crazy because I'm like, wait, what is happening? But they wanted the kids to be able to see the other dad, so they wanted to live next door, and they're still best friends.
Jesse's like wrinkling up right now.
And they're still best friends. So they wanted to be close to each other. Yeah. And the kids to be close to each other. And they wanted to live next door. So
when you told me that, I didn't understand how to process that information.
That was I think that's the craziest story we've ever come across.
Yeah. Well, being a business owner is tough.
It's crazy.
I have never, I have my own kind of stuff going on, but I've always known that I was meant to be an employee. Yes. I'm not very manageable, but I am still an employee. Yeah, so I admire your... What did they say? Chutzpah? Yes. Is that what they said? Did I say it right? Yeah. To do all of these things. And I think it's really super interesting, but congratulations on all your success. You definitely are one of the people that deserve it. So
thank you so much. Yes. It's been a fun ride. I love real estate. I love all things surrounding real estate. Sometimes there's some ups and downs, but I think that there's lots to do and there's lots of different ways to make money in this industry.
I love the creativity. So I'm sure we gave them your website, designquad.com. Okay. And of course you're all over social media, so it's easy to find you. Yeah. But happy birthday again. Congratulations on all your success, and thank you for being a guest on my show again. Absolutely. It was an interesting conversation. I appreciate it.
Anytime.
All right, and that's a wrap on episode number 134. Again, I'm your host, Tamera Gaede. If you like my content, you will really love my escrow team, so give me an opportunity to talk to you about your title needs and make it a great day.
Gather round the table.